Hey everyone, Brian here. Welcome back to the World Cup semi-finals. So, in the semi-finals, sub to PewDiePie, he beat Foxito 4-2. So I'm playing him in a best of 7 now. The starter map is Water Hazard, and I'm doing a post-com on this. So I'll be using Battles TV to analyze the gameplay, since I can speed it up, pause this, and it just saves time. So if you want to learn how to improve rather than watching me live com, I think post com is better for analysis. Okay, so we've both started with our bows. At this point, I'm slightly outplaying since I have more money in the bank. He has like 7 eco lead, but I think that's not important when I start upgrading my farms. So I think we both made a mistake here. Instead of going for 2 grape shots, we both went for our fastest shooting and a 0-0 bows, since we both had to upgrade to our second grape shot anyway. So maybe upgrading to a fastest shooting wasn't too smart. So we're both equal live count since he's used the spike. I'm slightly out farming, I think. I'm not too sure, am I? Actually, I'm slightly behind. So I rush him with some yellows here. I'll bloom boost it, hoping to force a boost, but he upgrades to his Bernie stuff and leaks down to about 25 lives, and he's used 1 spike. So he's bloom boosting me this. I think I have to boost. I leaked down to 12 lives and boost, and I had to boost. I think I made a mistake here, since if I had just boosted immediately, I would have saved all my lives. So at the moment, I'm preparing for an all-out. So instead, I rush him to stop him from attempting to rush me. And I think I kind of made a bad play here by sending him C-res. Since sure, I have 200 more ego than him, but I have 11 lives, no spikes, and I'm pretty much drained. So I think I'm getting really outplayed here. So I tried to catch up in farms, but reroll leads forced me to boost, and he had to boost also. I think he might try to all out me here. So I upgraded to 3 destroyers, but I couldn't really afford it, so I had to mortar stall. And he's sending me something else now. I'm forced to boost. So at the moment, I can't really pause it, but Battles TV is a bit broken. Plus I have 100 more eco, but I'm out of boosts, so I have to pull this. And he's gonna all out me with regrow rainbows, and I'm trying to afford this, and I'm $100 short. $100 short. Since the mortar stall pops 5 layers, it would have popped the rainbows, would have popped to the C-res, blacks, pinks, yellows, greens, plus the Bernie stuff, so it probably popped down. It probably would have killed off all his rush. So I was $100 short from winning that game. So okay, let's move on to game number 2. So sub to PewDiePie is 1-0 up on me right now. So my loser map was Snowfall. I've prepared a lot on this with these nuts. So I have 2 wired funds, and he only has 1. But he also hasn't have to use any spikes, where I have used 2 and leaked down a lot. So we definitely have the money lead, but we're not that good in the lives lead. I'm gone for my frag bomb, and I actually think a better cluster bomb spot would be around the corner. Since the cluster bomb isn't good if my cobras are over here. I should have placed my cobras over here maybe. So I'm gonna try to upgrade to my cluster. But on this map, adjustment isn't doing anything, so what you want to do is adjust really hard. I mean, eco really hard, and don't really adjust. Since one balloon impact plus a nuclear sub defends anything. So we're out ecoing him, and we have equal cobras. Unfortunately, I'm still leaking here, and I'm not too sure what. I think like a slice bomb misplacement causes the difference. So we're up 100 eco. Which is pretty nice. He has a 2 cobra lead though, and he's sending me a reroll lead. Now normally this shouldn't cause any issue. Like on the battle CV, it doesn't really show us insta rerolling. But unfortunately, as soon as my cluster bomb popped the lead, the blacks insta rerolled into leads, and I accidentally upgraded to my sub into an airburst darts instead of the camo sub, so I died to camo pinks. So sub to PewDiePie is up 2-0 at the moment, but it is a best of 7, so I have some chance to win. So my second Lisa map is inlets, and we're both going bow farm mortar. I'm starting off with a farm, and I accidentally misplaced my bow this mob. I meant to place it further down. This will cause me some leaks round 2. But at the moment, if I pause the video here, I'm $100 more, and I'm only behind 3 eco. So if you minus 78 since 25 times 3, 75, plus the 3 eco that I gained added on top. So that's minus 78 equals 610. So I think I'll be like $60 above him, minus Battles TV lag, and that's since I started with my farm instead of a boat. And now we're definitely out farming him since we have a plantation. He greeds, but I just have more money than him. Since he started with a boat, starting with a boat is a pretty bad idea. Not gonna lie. Yep. See, we're out farming him, so we'll get maybe an extra banana or 2 from that. I think my boat spot is better than Pewd's. See, like, he's leaked way more than me. Even though he does have 1 more spike, but that's equal to 30 lives. 56 plus 30 equals 86. So we're still doing better than him. This is despite our greeding. I prefer placing my Series 0 boat up here since I like to upgrade my my grape shot one to a destroyer later. And you normally want that at the back and a grape shot at the front to shred the blacks, so they're more candid. So in round 9, he's sending me some yellows, and even though he did that, we still have an eco lead and a live lead. Since I'm not too sure how much spikes carry. I think it's 22 actually. So 54 to 22, 76. So we have like a 13 live lead. On round 11, I'm gonna send him some whites, Bloon boosted whites. So what he should have done here was sell his grape shot and went for a destroyer. But Pewd's game knowledge isn't good, so instead of just using his money wisely, he's had to boost, and boosts are very important late game. So I just space him to upgrade to his destroyer, and he does that. So he has his destroyer above his grape shot spot, which is bad. You normally want to have your grape shot above your destroyer so it can shred the balloons and destroyer cleans up. So we're like 200 more eco. So we have like 200 more eco than him, equal farms. So I'm pretty happy with how this game's going. Yeah, and now I've caught up. And now we actually have more money than him. Equal farms, more eco. Since eco goes a long way. around these rounds. So he's gone for a bank. He was $100 short, which is quite unlucky. But anyway, so he sent me this. I just upgrade to my destroyer and a grape shot to shred. Since my mortar shreds the lead, this shreds the black, and I can micro my mortar and my destroyer. At the moment, my destroyer is on last, and then I micro it the close then first. So he still has a bank, and the reason why I'm not really forcing him to sell his bank is because a bank isn't that good. So we've upgraded to a BIA round 18. I'm not too sure why PewDiePie only upgraded this after round 18, since he missed out on that 80 eco. So he's saying unlucky. A really funny thing about Pewd is he always says unlucky when he's getting outplayed, instead of saying well done or something. So I sent him a rush layered in with the AI. He's forced to boost, so he only has 1 boost left. I have 3 boosts, and he sells his bows after boosting, which is a horrible idea, since I'm gonna rush him anyway. Like, so he actually sends me one. I think, yep. See, notice how he got $4,000 up in the bank. That's because he cashed out his BIA. However, here I opt not to cash out my BIA, which means since in both farm order with limited boat spots, the person with the most money wins, since aircraft carrier spam and that. So I boost. Actually, I think I do cash out my BIA. Yeah, I did actually. So we both did it. I probably didn't need this, since one destroyer boost should solo a Bloon boosted MOAB with mortar micro. Or instead, maybe I could have sold my mortar after it popped the leads and upgraded to a second destroyer boosted, then upgraded to my mortar immediately after. So I think I kind of made a kind of big misplay here. But we still have over 200 eco lead on him, and we have a boost advantage. I'm just gonna speed this up again. So he's upgraded to his Republic. I have 2. I'm starting to layer in with the round 22 AI, and then I'm just ecoing, so I get a nice solid figure of 1k eco. So he's sending leads layer in with the round 22 AI. I just upgrade to my 3-2 mortar. In my opinion, I prefer sending leads with the round 24 AI. It generally causes more damage, since there's like twice as much ceramics in the round 24 AI than round 22. Since with round 22 I just defend with 2 mortars and 2 destroyers. Round 24 he'll probably need like 4, and round 25 you upgrade to your big one. So I have a factory lead, and the reason why I have that is since of my humongous eco lead. I never even cashed out my BIA. It's all due to my eco. Also, he wasted money rushing me round 22. So he sends me a MOAB. I just boat pull it, and I also cash out my BIA. And I think I got like 16k. I missed it on 4k, but like, I'd rather save a boost. So he's gone for his big win. I think I will too. Honestly, maybe if I just farmed on and just boosted. But I just wanted to save boosts. He should probably sell a destroyer or 2. So at the moment we have a 2 factory out farm, which is pretty amazing. I don't think he cashed out his BIA though. Yep, he is now. But here's the difference. I kept my BIA with like that has 8k now, so I'm definitely out farming and out ecoing him. As you can see here, I'm like a whole factory up, and basically if you're out farming on inlets you win the game, and I'll show you here soon. Now, if Pewd really wanted to catch up, he probably should have sold some destroyers and just farmed. So he has max farms now, but I've already started building up my defense. So I'm gonna start spamming aircraft carriers now, since they just shred the oh my god and are much better than aircrafts. So PewDiePie is going for destroyers as opposed to aircraft, which is kind of bad, since aircrafts just damage MOAB layers so much more. Okay, so he's starting his rush round 31, and I immediately sold a farm and started spamming all my aircraft carriers here. Now what PewDiePie doesn't know is that I don't have to counter, since it's only round 31. They're only like twice buffed MOAB class balloons. So if I just spam all aircraft carriers, and I also have 2 boosts, I should defend. I just send him 1 just to make him drain him, I guess. So I just spam all aircraft carriers up here, leave these on destroyers. I believe I also upgrade to a second big one to help out with these. Once the oh my god layers are popped, I start some mortar stalling, and I think I use my boost. Yeah. So he knows he's like dead, so he starts sending me BFBs. These MOAB class balloons aren't even close to the exit. They have like 15 seconds. So it's just some pretty easy mortar stall. This stalls for 5 seconds, 2.5 seconds. It's all pretty easy defense. And I defend his round 31 all out pretty easily. And it's now round 34, so that's a GG. So I finally won a game versus Pewd, so the score's 2-1 to him at the moment. So his first loser map is Temple, and he's going DFA versus my NFE. I think he expects me to go DFA or Dartling Farm Glue, but I saw how Aquafire played against me in the group stages, so I tried to learn from there. And I'm not actually using Aqua's NG spots, I'm actually using Troll's spots, so I think he has the better knowledge than Aquafire. Even though Aquafire is better all around, but Trollo just has the optimum knowledge. Yeah, in the previous round I 4-1 Troll. And my reasoning for placing my NG up here is so it anti-stalls the Bloons, since DFA outlasts NFE, especially on this short map. So he's Bloon boosting some blacks. I think he made a mistake by being aggro. He probably would have gotten around 16 BIA if he just stayed passive. But Pewd just relies on chokes. He's leaked down a lot. I think I'm gonna chill with 1 plantation before I upgrade to my trap. Yeah, he's farming on a bit. Now, my main goal is to prevent him from farming. And my first goal is not to make him have 1 plantation for round 10. And he only has 1 plantation. So we're doing great. I'm trying to force his spult. Yep, so his eco's pretty trash. His farms are non-existent. And he basically has no hope here. So Pewd did his only last resort, and he starts sending me camos. And the reason why he sent me camos was to try to force my bloon trap cell. But instead I simply just keep my bloon trap and I defend easy peasy. I think Pewd rushed NG wrong too. So anyway, Pewd lost his loser map. So the score is 2-2 right now. Let's see if I can refer. Okay, so his second loser map is Hot Tub. And again, he's trying DFA, but I'm not too sure if he's played anything other than DFA versus DFA on this map, since NG counters pretty easily. As you can see here, I place my NG at the top to anti-stall, and I upgrade sentries to anti-stall more. And I also don't think he can afford to send me blues if he wants a BIA. But for some reason, even though PewDiePie has the superior leg, even though he still thinks it's smart to send eco. So I'm not too sure if he's planning a mixed eco game, but he can't really eco versus the Bloon trap, so he'd have to eco before round 10. So right here I'm trying to force his second triple dart. Now at this point here he had this triple dart on last. If you put it on strong, it works so much better. So he's sending greens. I simply upgrade to 9-inch nails, and we hardly leak. So I'm trying to force his bolt. His farms are pretty bad, so I was really happy at this point. So he sold some defense. I'm gonna farm some more. And now this map doesn't anti-stall. Doesn't stall as much as Temple. So he's still popping the Bloons fairly quickly, I'd say. Now my cleansing foam is doing some weird stuff, since there's no Bloons to hit it. But once there's Bloons, the cleansing foam will hit. I force a bolt, and he leaks down to under 50 lives, 40 lives actually, and he's used up all his spikes. I boost this, since if he allows me here, I can Sabo, Jitsu, Bloon trap at the back, and then just boost. I think he tries to bait something here. I simply just sell all my farms, go for Jitsu, and once this reaches past round 18, I'll have loads of money for my traps. And since he rushed me, he wasted like 3k there, so he basically denied himself the BIA. So I think PewDiePie is kind of draining himself. Farms don't matter as long as he doesn't upgrade to his BIA. So he just boosts immediately. I just upgrade to a second Bloon trap. So I send him some reroll leads and regular leads. He upgrades to a second jug. Now I prefer his spot spot where I put the jug, since it's better for his ceramics. So he just sold the plantation there to spam some triple darts. He just boosts that. I just boost to my rush too. I had to sell all my farms, but that's fine, since I'm gonna get like infinite money from these Bloon traps now. I think he's gonna have to, yeah, he's drained. So he has one plantation with only 400 eco around 19. I think PewDiePie needs to learn money management. So if he sends me a BFB here, I know how to defend no boost. Simply Sabo, upgrade to second Jitsu, and we should defend. Now I have 7k in the bank since my OP Bloon trap. So I upgrade to Sabo. I'm gonna now he's not sending me any camel leads. Actually he started to now, but it's a bit late. So I can just sell my flash bomb. And I can just, yep, easily. So it's round 22. I probably should upgrade it to a second Bloon trap here. That probably cost me half my Bloon trap money. Now, I was kind of baiting him to send me a BFP. I'm not too sure what the ego deficit is. I think like 200 or something. So he's lost 200 eco right there with no farms. To be honest, if I all-outed him here, now I tried to BM him, tried to make us out that I have no money. Since if he sends me another BFB, he simply has no way of reviving himself. Maybe PewDiePie could go for around 23 BIA, but he kind of has limited imagination. So I really don't think he has any plan at the moment. And we've caught up in farms dramatically since the very Bloon trap. I'm not too sure what PewDiePie is doing. He's probably thinking that he can afford a factory with no eco, no farms. But he has no boost left. I'm just gonna boost MOAB. Now, I went easily here. For some reason my Bloon trap decided to spawn up here, so I had to sell it. I just Sabo in case he sent me a oh my god. He's saying unlucky again since he's getting outplayed. Now, yeah, I'm fine here. I'm planning on sending him one So My God round 30. And he can't really counter, since if he counters, I can just send him BFBs and he's dead. So I sent him one round 28 actually, trying to drain him. So he has no eco, no farms. And I try to not to choke to the AI, please. So he fan clubs this BFB, and I think he can do it with 1 GZ. So he sends me one. So my God here. Yeah, it's pretty brutal outplay. I start sending him fast cooldown BFBs, and he can't afford his Spectre. Now, what happened here actually is that I accidentally pressed the surrender button, and I almost said yes on my screen, and I almost died to the AI. So it's a good job that he couldn't afford it. So I almost choked, but I won. So it's 3-2 to me right now. Okay, so his loser map is Ink Blast. It's 3-2 to me at the moment. So he picked this map, which is side reliant. It favors left side pretty heavily, which is why he wanted to code, I guess. We both equal to 2.5. Oh, I equal to 259. I think that might be a glitch, since I'm pretty sure I equal to 259. Oh no, I didn't, apparently not. So I send him a small rush round 4, forces faster shooting maybe, but he just spikes instead. So if I pause it here, he has a slight money lead, but look at his lives, 137, 119. Lives are very important on Ink Blast. He starts sending me that. I upgrade to my plantation and simply tank these leaks, so well boosted. We won't be using all 3 boosts anyway. So he's saying unlucky since he's getting outplayed, and he thinks that that's due to luck. He leaks down to 40 lives, uses all the spikes. I just boost, so even though we're down 2 boosts, we're not using all 3 boosts anymore in this game. So what's happened here? Okay, so anyway, oh, I think I'll press the Windows button back. Okay, so it's round 11. I'm gonna pause it here. Now, judging, he has less lives, so if we both rush at the same time, I'll win. We also have 2 more spikes, which is an added like 50 lives bonus. So we have like quadruple his lives. We both have a boomer that I have 2k though, so I'm out farming him heavily. I send him some C-res. Should force a turbo. Indeed. I'm gonna be taking this slowly now for some analysis. I just turbo this. And I think now it's basically just wasting our face. Now I have way more money than him. He might have some eco, but I'm just gonna bloom this. I'm not sure why I did that. Actually, that was probably a mistake. It's a mistake to rush anything now, since it'll just drain yourselves. I simply turbo that. Now his boomer spot is much better than mine, but boomer isn't good versus ceramics. If we all out each other around 18, you want to upgrade to your destroyers. So I upgrade to destroyer and turbo. I boost, he boosts too. Even though he rushed me first, he still died earlier because he sold his destroyer, and he also had less lives. I think I was defending anyway, but yeah. So that's it, guys. It's 40 to me. Final score. I'll see you next episode in the finals, where we will be playing either Hassan Shao or Aquafire. See ya, guys.